Right, I believe we are live. Gardner here. Hey everyone, how is it going today? A little bit out of my sorts right now. Warrior Wednesday. Warrior Wednesday writing reflections. Here we are. Um, Only another week and a half to the magical day. And that's what I wanted to share today on writing reflections is holiday love. Holiday love. So this is day 187 of my writing journey. That is 6 months and 4 days to be precise. And no, I'm not a Rain Man. I went on and looked up a Google fucking day counter, so I just punched it in. So no Rain Man. However, I do like to I like to keep tabs on things like that, and because it is all about the journey. 187 days. A big thing that has had this amazing process has brought back into my life is how Christmas and how the holidays have always been a huge thing in my life. Uh, Obviously, as a child, for those of us that do celebrate Christmas, uh, it is a special day on the calendar for sure. A day filled with mystery and adventure and magic, and that is very much the cloth that I am cut from, and the man that sits here before you now is still very much in touch with that. And I always remember that magical time of the year, a time where even as a young child, it just felt that the world was lighter, the world was happier, and of course there's lights and there's colors and there's sounds and there's Christmas music and it's just remarkable, and so much so that um I used to, uh, which I still do. I used to look at Christmas as a season, not as a day on the calendar. And so I have a fond memory of my parents when I was younger. My parents used to go bowling every I think it was Tuesday if I remember. And my next door neighbor Dave Storty, who's been by my side my entire life for 40 some years, and I used to give him the high sign when they were going bowling, and sure enough, he'd come over. We'd go downstairs, and we had this big artificial tree that was in this huge box. And when you're two, like, I was 8, he was 6, or I was 10 and he was 8, 8-year-old kids trying to hoist up this big honking box up a set of stairs from the cellar, which we managed. Fuck, it was harder when we were younger, I tell you. But the magic is when my parents got home, the place was transformed. So it was, and once it's up, it wasn't coming down. So if I put it up on November 12th or whatever the date was, it wasn't coming down. I might have got a few, Jimmy, it's too early for that. But I think as my parents, like, now that I'm older, they probably appreciated the fact that all the heavy lifting was done by Dave and I. So, um, but more importantly, or as important, is part of this journey, the writing is understanding where I came from, the boy, the dreamer, the guy who loved the red, green, and blue lights of Christmas, and so it's a recurring theme in my story. So much so that uh, Christmas has also been a time of great change for me and a time of evolution and sacrifice and redemption. And it's interesting because, for all intents and purposes, my marriage ended on Christmas Day. And so 4 years ago, when that blew up, it blew up on the most sacred day of the year for me. Still is, because I connect it back to innocence and to see that, and of course with my girls and understanding that. And then, the following two Christmases were those 2 years that you've heard me talk about, where I was having that jungle event, where I was deep into my own dark dark nights, plural, of the soul, because it was a long process. And those were hard holidays. Alone, kidless, friendless, parentless. Um, didn't stop me from putting up my tree though, and at least getting some comfort from the colored lights that I can see from here. And then this Christmas, which will be a rebirth, if you will, for me. And it's amazing how Christmas has always been a doorway to some step of growth in my life, it seems. And those past few years, I was definitely visited by Jacob Marley and the three ghosts of the past, of the present, and even the ghosts of the future. And I had some hard conversations during the holiday with those ghosts. And now it is, now we may. You know what? I am going to invite all four of them by my house for the Christmas holiday, for the Christmas day, Christmas Eve. Jacob, the ghost of the past, ghost of the present, and the ghost of the future, and we're going to have a conversation. And I'm going to invite them to my table, and we're going to share a dinner, and we're going to have a conversation around love and gratitude, and just love for the human spirit. So as much as Ebenezer Scrooge grew in the Christmas Carol, so did James Gardner grow in the Conscious Warrior, going all in with love. And I look forward to having those conversations with those ghosts in a week and a half, because this Christmas is going to be awesome. It's just going to be me again. I'll see my girls Christmas Eve. It's just going to be me, and that's okay, because I've never been in a better place. So, sending you all a bunch of love on this holiday season, wherever it finds you. And for those of you that this message may touch a point, or may resonate with a part of you that perhaps was where I was 2 years ago, over the last 2 years, rather, on the wrong side of up. There's a way out, there's a way up, and there's a way to spread the love and elevate the human spirit. All right, so I wanted to share a little bit of that writing reflection with you today, in the holiday vibe, and sending you all the colored lights and classic Christmas carols that pump through my veins. All right, I love you guys. Mad love to the courageous. Cheers.